Our first question comes from Aaron Portzline with the Athlete. Please go ahead.
Hey, Boone.
Hey, Portsy.
Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Congrats on the new deal. Hey, there was some talk just from talking to your representation that you may be considering a one-year deal this summer, hoping to have a big year next year and then go to the bargaining table as such. Wondered if you could explain why you were looking for a 4-year deal and what that means to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess when the talks start, you go kind of think of the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. And obviously I'm thrilled with 4 years. I think, I'm just excited to be going back there and have the organization put that trust in me. And, I'm just looking forward to paying it back and paying it back to the city. So it means a lot to me. I think being there for 5 years, I knew that's where I wanted to be, especially with the team we got and the way things are going and what we're building. It's, something I've been a part of and I want to continue to be a part of and in taking the next step. So that's why I'm just thrilled with the years, I guess.
You seem like the kind of guy that doesn't really like going through this kind of stuff either. Was that part of it too, just having it done for long term?
Yeah, I think it's something all hockey players go through. It's part of the business, and it's obviously thrilled to have another 4 years.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
If there are any further questions at this time, please press star followed by 1. And we have a question from Craig Mertz with NHL.com. Please go ahead. Craig Mertz, your line is open for question. Your line is open for question, sir.
Boone, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on the contract.
Thank you.
You've been around the block a few years in the NHL now, not that you're really old, but what kind of off-season training changes or changes you're making in your training that you're going to do, to get off to a quick start for next season? What do you want to do differently this off-season that you've done in the past?
Yeah, I've kind of switched up my training. I'm back home training, and I think I've already skated more than I have, I guess, in June in the past. And I got things that I'm working on. The game's always getting quicker, and I want to continue to work on the skating. And I think that's just normal with the speed of the game nowadays. And there's a few other things that I want to continue to improve on, and that I think will help me, be ready for camp and get off to a good start.
You talked about some of the things you want to improve on. What were you happy with about your season last year?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a different season for myself. Just my first time kind of missing a training camp in the last few weeks of the summer training, so that was a little different for myself. I don't think any player wants to do that, and I think once things kind of settled down like the end of the year, I think I found my stride, and I was obviously happy with my play there down the stretch and then into the playoffs as well.
Thanks.
Our next question comes from Steve Gorton with Columbus Dispatch. Please go ahead.
Hey, Boone, how are you?
Good, Steve. How are you doing?
Good. I just want to ask, the last part of the season, you really came on strong. Just how much did that help you mentally going into this off season and getting excited in terms of getting ready for next season? And what area do you feel like you really focused on in trying to improve?
So I think you cut out there for a second.
Oh, I was just saying, how much did it help the way you were able to finish the season for you mentally going into this off-season motivation-wise? And what are you really looking to improve on moving forward these next couple of years?
Yeah, no, it was great to get what I thought is, my game back, I guess, near the end of the season. And, those seasons that happen like that for players, I think you can learn a lot about yourself and just how to get yourself back in and get yourself back into your kind of game. So I think I just, stuck with it, worked as hard as I could, did the things that make me successful, and the rest kind of fall into place from there. And, it's obviously exciting, but at the same time, I just wanted to keep going. And now, even hungrier to start next year with the way that things were going at the end. And, yeah.
All right, thank you.
And we have a follow-up from Aaron Portzline with The Athletic. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Boone, I know you guys aren't around each other all day like you are during the season, but I'm guessing you stay in touch with some of your guys over the off season. What's the mood right now with the indecision surrounding Artemi Panarin and where that might be headed?
Yeah, no, we all love Breadman, and I think he really enjoyed the season with us, and obviously he's quite the player and quite the teammate to have on your team. He's a great guy in the room, and obviously so. We obviously want to keep him. We think he's a big part of our team and moving forward in the right direction. So, yeah.
Is that something, can a player, you guys try to reach out to him? I know there's a language barrier there, but do you try to reach out to him and persuade him, or is that just a decision he's got to make on his own?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, we want to keep him. I mean, talking to other guys on the team, it's some player that is obviously a tremendous skill. That brings a different dynamic to our team that, we all love. So, and like I said, just the kind of person he is great to have around. So, I think you just do what you can. We all want to keep him, and, yeah.
Thanks.
And we have a follow-up from Craig Merz with NHL.com. Please go ahead.
And your thoughts on your Washington Capitals, the team you had on the ropes, go on to win the Stanley Cup, and what separates them from you?
Yeah, no, I think it was, tough, obviously, the way that series went for us after those couple games. You could see they played well. Throughout the whole playoffs, obviously, to win the Stanley Cup's a very tough task. And, I kind of watched them later on in the playoffs, and they were playing some good hockey. I think that's a team that, might have learned to lose before they learned to win. And I think that's a lesson for some teams, going through, some of that. So I think it's, I guess they played good enough to win for sure.
Thanks.
If there are any further questions, please press *1. And there are no further questions in queue at this time.